Don't care.
So the appeal of having the attractiveness of your clientele, your potential customer, can draw even more customers to you because everybody wants to be attractive. And then you can even get guys into the market because guys want to have attractive women around them. So their interest is going to be piqued. And even if they are already in a relationship, they may be inclined to purchase it for their significant other because they say, hey, she's buying it. I want my girl to have it too. So, yeah.
Everything's just all business with you, huh? You don't care about the human aspect anymore. You've changed. Now that you're making millions a week,
ever since you walked into my life.
Me?
You got me more business minded. So I'll have the flexibility to be focusing on the human aspect later. But right now, I gotta focus on capitalism and being a taker. So I can give later, but I gotta take right now. So yeah, everything is about business and marketing. It's psychological tactics.
Oh my fucking God,
Ready to go forward. So even going to the event today and seeing the conditions of the building, the deplorable conditions, I should say, and the building has been around for 20 years. The original founder came up with the concept and started the entire program and the movement in the school and all the programs there after returning back from the Million Man March in 1995. But fast forward till today, with the state of Black America and how we are, I don't really want to go down that road because we've talked about it many times. But it's like you said, the people who care most about helping the community suck at capitalism. They suck at the acquisition phase of what it takes to fund these ventures. As good as intention as they have, look at what that good intention is getting at. So it's like walking in that building, and it's just so rich with knowledge and insight and just love, and you could tell that the people really care about the community in the future. But look at them, they could barely keep the lights on. Like, they don't even have the ability to have like proper renovations. Like, the place just looks like they can't even keep it up to where people would even want to feel inviting to even enter the building. It's like from the outside it looks like, why would I want to go in there? But it's like we don't have systems in place that allow us to be able to have our stuff running the way it needs to be ran. Oh! Do that! Oh!
wow. You see it.
So it's like, yeah, I donated to, the project, and I purchased a piece of artwork that the young ladies had, they created because they're raising funds for they're having like a rite of passage coronation. So I supported them, but at the same time, it's like, it can't just be that anymore. It has to be bigger than that. We can't get by with little nickel and dime, $5 and $10 donations. That's not going to help anything. We've been doing that for too long, and look where it's gotten us. Nowhere.
Now you see it.
So you can talk about all the esoteric, spiritual, deep underroot, blah, 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 but at the end of the day, you have freaking mildew in the bathroom, and you can't afford to get it taken care of properly, because you're struggling just to keep the payments up on the lease that your husband signed 10 years ago just to keep the building open. You can't even reach, you can't even market properly. You can't even have a proper development for market outreach or to provide services like the schools and all the programs that you want to implement. You don't have the funding in place to do it. Your heart's in the right place. You have the vision and the desire and the drive is there, but you don't have what it takes just for the everyday in and out operations. it's like I don't know for sure, like for certain, but I would be willing to bet that they don't own the building. So at any given moment, the doors could close because the rent could just be increased to the point where they can't afford it anymore. I mean, anything could happen.
Right. Exactly.
And then it's like, even today, as people were collecting donations, it's like, sitting next to Mel, and she was just like, oh, they don't take credit cards, they don't, and it's like, you yourself are so indoctrinated in that system. It's like, why are you always relying on a freaking credit card? Why do you not ever carry cash with you? It's like, well, who carries cash anymore? And it's like, yeah, that's part of the problem. So all the problems and the issues you have with your banks freezing your assets, not allowing you to have access, which has happened a multitude of times with her personally that I know for sure. She's my friend. And I know they've done this to many people, and I've been through it myself too. So when the bank decides that they want to put a hold on your account or freeze your funds for whatever reason, even if it's an internal error, you're flat out of luck and you're screwed. And you're telling me who carries cash anymore. It's like you're that chained down to the banking system that you don't even understand that you need to keep some sort of liquidity on you. Like, I get you don't want to walk around with everything you own on you in your pocket, but really? And then even the lady next to me was saying the same thing. Oh, well, I don't have it. I don't carry. Oh, I mean, I don't carry cash. Like, who carries cash? And it's just like looking at both of them like, y'all are part of the fucking problem. Even as you sit here listening to this presentation, as powerful as it is and as much as a contribution that you've made, it's like you still yourselves are enslaved and indoctrinated within that. Like, you don't even know the bare basic minimum. Like, how do you not carry cash? Like, everything has to be on a freaking card with you? Every single transaction has to be monitored? Like, are you dumb? But let me not get on that. But yeah, so needless to say, to answer your question, I'm still am who I am, and I have my goals and my intentions and my expectations, but the way that I'm pursuing that has been changed because I can't be in that position if I don't get myself in a position to be able to acquire what I want.
You know, when I was little, I lived, still lived in Hackensack, New Jersey, but on a street called Catalpa Place. And it was in this two-family, and I think there was an upstairs and a downstairs. We were downstairs. It was a one-bedroom. My mom actually took the living room. She gave me the bedroom, so I had my own bedroom. It was just me and her, and I was probably 3, 4, 5, 6. And I remember Xena used to come on, and I used to watch Xena. I didn't have cable, but there was cable in the living room. I had like a bunch of like VHSs and things like that, so I used to watch the Disney movies like Little Mermaid, Hercules, Lion King, Prince of Egypt. I used to watch those over and over and over again. You know, there were some times I just got tired of watching the same movie, so I would play with my toys, but I would just go back and then, you know, watch them again when I wanted to see them. But Xena used to come on, and I just remember like just being inspired by, this woman. She was white, and she was a brunette, black hair, black brown hair, and just a warrior queen, a warrior princess, and
Yeah, warrior princess.
yeah, she would fight, and I was like inspired by that, and just that kind of feeling, it kind of left an impression on me. Like, damn, if a woman can do that, then I gotta be on my shit. And you kind of brought me back to that warrior princess feeling, talking how you just spoke right now. With your realization, which is not a new one. It's just now newly exposed. We got to bring that to the surface.
Being newly accepted, I guess. I think people have always known it, but they just didn't want to walk in the truth of it. They just really felt like the whole thing of like, oh, but just pray it away. Or just love it away. Like, no. Ain't no damn prayer that's about to do that. You better get off your ass and go make it happen. That's what's gonna get it done. Yeah, prayer could give you the strength and maybe provide you with some clarity, but you still have to get out there and do it.
Warriors are healers. And you won't last as a healer if you can't fight. You gotta fight to heal. I mean, if your village is going to war with another village, and there's this big battle taking place on the battlefield, and the survival of your village depends on the ability of your soldiers to fight. If your soldiers get hurt, you gotta heal them. You gotta heal them fast. You have to be able to get out there on the battlefield and take some of that shit and go through the mud, go through the dirt, just to get to your wounded soldiers, your wounded warriors, your people, your hunters, your knights, and you have to fight through all that shit to get to them, to heal them, so they can continue to fight. If healers don't master war, then we have no healing. We can't heal. And it takes resources for that to happen. If you get cut, in order for that cut to heal up, resources have to be injected. There has to be, white blood cells and all this different type of stuff going on. This chemical reaction, and outside, if you cover it and you put special antibiotic creams on it, it might heal faster. So the point is that if we know the truth, we've got to walk in it.
Not walking in it.
Yeah. We've got to walk in it.
Get over there.
We've got to set the standard because ain't nobody else setting it. A lot of people forgetting it because it's painful. Because no one wants to look at the reality. Okay, this is where I'm at and this is where I want to be. But it's like...
Nobody wants to admit what they screwed up.
Right.
Or they led their own children astray. They don't want to admit that. They want to just place blame. Like, oh, it was a white man.
Yeah,
Get up there now.
What's happened here is that we've, prior to us being born and prior to our parents and their parents being born, like this was all like set up, but now it's no longer, we're the ones perpetuating it.
Yeah. It's a well-oiled machine that no longer needs somebody to run it anymore. It runs itself.
Mm-hmm. It's time to break the chains. I told this to my brother Jonte Hall a couple days ago. I was like, if your body is in chains, but your mind is free, then there's hope for you. But if your mind is in chains and your body is free, all hope is lost. So there's a lot of people walking around here and they look free, because their bodies are free, but their minds are in shackles. So there's no hope for them. They're just closed-minded until they get exposed, But the people that, they may not be as free physically, but their minds are free, there's hope for them. Those are the people we come back for. Right now, we've got to rock with free minds and free bodies. And hustle this thing and perfect the hustle, because the hustle is a talent. Transition from hustlers to entrepreneurs, enterprisers, connectors, collaborators. Go from that to business owners. Use the businesses that we own, the cash flow investments that we want our hands in. Anything that's profitable, gotta get our hand in that motherfucker, even if it might be doing some dirt. Because if we allow some of these systems that are, based off of doing dirt to people, the people that own these systems, they own that cash flow. And so the cycle continues. But if we acquire that cash flow, then we can choose what to do with the paper. We have a choice. And we can flow it in the ways that we want to flow it. And then once we have that cash flow, we can actually disrupt the system and make it so that it's easier and it's more favorable to capitalize off of enlightening others instead of keeping them in ignorance. But what you've noticed is something that's been on my heart and mind for a very long time, and which is why I'm antisocial. Like the shark said, Elaine, that's the shark. He said people with the knowledge are antisocial. I don't got no friends, I just got family. And a large portion of my family ain't blood either. That's water. And sometimes water is what you need. Because blood is so thick, that can slow things down. Yeah. So everything you said is just absolutely on point with why I'm so driven to get to this bag, because I know what it's going to do. Get to a bag. Put some money behind the causes that we really care about. $5 and $10 you're just robbing the poor. You're robbing the poor to feed the poor. But everyone stays poor with that method. I'd rather encourage people to stack up their paper. Stack it up and wait. Wait for what? Wait till things aren't as expensive, investments and things like that, and then you buy. Because if people are trying to invest money now, you're investing money while the price is high. You lose out on significant returns investing now. Liquidity over stupidity.